Found them. Some dumbass hit them. They're right there. Hidden in plain view. The best place to hide them. I knew they had to be bolted someplace. Okay. I remember those goofy looking Allen washers when we pull them out now. Okay. Now I remember which way I made my fittings, so I know which way it goes. So these must bottom out or something, I'm guessing, or you just torque them until you feel like you stop. I'm not sure. Gotta be something semi-hard to torque against. Oh, it's definitely got some torque on it. So we just yank on these a little bit. That's tight. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's pretty good. This goes on the bottom. 3 little screws hold that on. That'd be these 3 long screws here, because these are all short screws over here. Process of elimination, these must be the ones we use. Okay. Get them all started. Okay, no super torque on these, just pull them in good and tight. Just basically a protective cover is all it is. Keeps the water and stuff out of those filters. Okay, now all these O-rings here up on the top, which you would think would have a good sealing surface to them, looks like it's going to be just this cover. And you can see how it was on top of the surface right here, sealing on it. So that's all there was. So did anybody figure out what that label was all about yet there? Turn the light off. There, I'll blow it up where you can actually see it. It's hard to see in the computer screen. I looked at it too. Alright, so let's put this outer cover on. It's a cover, mounting bracket, and all that, but it seals all that up, so it's important. Okay, this has a notch in here, so it has to be a certain way only. Look at that. These little sleeve things here popped into here. Let's put those in. Nope, those should have went in before I did the other side. These are the same width. Yep, they're all the same. Yep, should have done that before I put that on there. Oh well. Hard to get good help. We were just test fitting that. That was planned. Does anybody believe that? Alright. Lift it up a little bit. Stick this in first. There it is. Come on, dumbass. Figure it out. I'm not sure what it was binding on, but it was hitting on something. There you go. Shouldn't have to force it. If you do it right, you shouldn't have to force it. Just lots of wiggling until you find the right spot. You back again, Scooby? You all rested up? It's past his dinner time. Past mine too. Not really. It's early for me. Okay. Now we got that on correctly. We got our protective covers on there now, see? And just like it's supposed to be. Okay, now we can go ahead and put on our lid piece here. Okay, so it's going to go down like this. Voila. We got all these little screws here to use. So I want to get them all started before I start torquing on any of them. Just in case something's not lined up correctly. Looks like these have to go all the way down. I go down until I touch and I back off. We still have a little bit of flexibility and movement. Camera's a little bit too far. Can't see. Like that. You back off. Okay, now all these other holes now are lined up. Remember, these ones have to be torqued first because these have all the O-rings up in here. All these ones do is just hold the pump and the brackets. All these ones do. These here do the sealing. And these ones are pretty tight, as I remember. Which would make sense because these are the mounting bracket. But you're still going in that kind of pot metal material, so you can't get too carried away with the torque. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and torque these down. Do a cross pattern on it. Just for the hell of it. Okay, now I'm going to torque these down. I use my chin to put extra pressure on it. One of the tricks I've learned over the year, your chin goes right on the end here and it seals it all in there. I don't know if you're too close to see that. You might be too close, I don't know. I'll pull back a little bit. I'm going to tighten these outer two first and move down the bottom two. Put a lot of pressure at the back of your head and neck. Wrong direction. Tighten these two first. All right, there's one pump rebuilt. Wonder if it works. Okay, now I gotta put this back on. Can't test it without the airline on it. I still don't know what it's supposed to do, so hopefully it goes pump, pump, pump now a little bit. I'm hoping anyway. If it doesn't go pump, 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 then I didn't do anything, did I? Yep, never used one, so I don't know exactly how it works, but I know they go bump, 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 because I've heard them being used. Okay. Three-quarter. Alright. Guess I cheated, I unscrewed that one. Okay, so there is our nitrous pump. So hopefully it all works now. Not sure. So we got a runoff valve right here. So hopefully that does the trick, but we need to make it work. So we'll find out. Let's hook up an airline to it. Here's my 80-pound airline. We now know the pump will go 150 because that's what the label on top said. And all this is just being conservative. Okay, let's see if it makes any more noises today. Leave that off. Works like a champ. I don't really feel any pressure buildup though. Kicked into high gear there. Okay, let's see if it's doing anything. So if you take a piece of paper, just lay it over the top there and see if it happens, anything happens. I'm putting my finger on the one hole. Don't see much happening. Not air out there. I don't know if that's doing anything or not. I don't really feel any pressure coming out of this thing. You'd think it would pump pressure out of here. I'm getting nothing. Not really getting suction either. Very, very little Got a very, very slight suction I can feel on the edge of my thumb after I hold it there for a little bit. When you pop it off, you can kind of feel like it was doing something, like a little hickey. But I don't feel anything really building up pressure over here. So I don't know if this thing's really working or not. It might just be bypassing a lot of everything. Who knows? At least it makes noise. No pressure at all. I don't know what it's doing. Alright, well, I don't know if it works or not, but it makes noise now. At least it goes back and forth now. I just don't know if it's doing anything. The seals might not be doing what they're supposed to do. I have no idea. But it does go back and forth at least now. Alright, I'm going to have to hook up a bottle here and see what happens. So next day or so I can come up with a bottle to use. Alright, that's it for today.